And welcome back to UKSG Winter 2022, raising money for Crisis. And we did get an anonymous donation of $25 during the break there. No message rather, but thank you very much for that donation. That donation goes to the Darkest Dungeon Shrieker percent run. So if you want that incentive to be met, then do keep your donations coming in. For now, though, we have a wonderful run in store for you. It is going to be KillerChair with Sanicball doing an all levels 2 laps run. KillerChair, the floor is yours.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to the one and only true Sonic game, with an A, of course, because that's how you spell Sonic. Yeah, this is memes. I don't know how long it takes for because on the opening screen, if you wait a long time, the press any key here starts spinning as well. But just because things are happening. We're going to be selecting our character here, and I'll go over things once we're there. So with that, who won the bid war?
Winner of the bid war was Aim Rose with $20.
Fantastic. And for those who wonder, are the names in the bid war, why are they weird like that? Well, it's because all of the balls actually are spelled like that in the game. And you decided to pick this beautiful face here. Let's see if we can get a nice little close-up for a moment. There we go. You could kind of make out it's... So, just to explain this game before I start the timer, this is kind of a racing game with janky physics, and it's like just a silly, weird meme. I'm gonna put some music up because the in-game music part of it is like copyright stuff, so I got a little Sonic E playlist going, so let's boot that up. Fantastic. And then I'm ready to get going. So let's have a run in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, everybody. So, welcome to Sanicball. I demand more fast, says the banner. More on the banners later. Right now, I'm gonna explain that this is Green Hill Zone, the first and hardest map of the game. It's great that you can start out with it right away, so you know how quickly your runs die. This game, let's see if we can get this turned around. Perfect. Beautiful. So, because this game is weird and jank and fun, there's a lot of difficult things. It's all purely execution based. The game has no RNG apart from the banner you saw at the start. There's a certain number of lines that are printed on the banners. I missed that booster, that's fine. Hopefully we'll get this booster here. So you got these speed boosters, they're only in the first map. And a lot of them will just send you straight into walls, and there's a few that we do, like this one, that we utilize to kind of surf on the ceiling and get back on land so we can continue the laps. You really got to figure out which ones are useful and which ones are not. These palm trees, by the way, have collision. Running into the palm trees will, in fact, stop you dead in your tracks, so try to not hit palm trees. We missed that little corner there, that's fine. Typically when you see me get a lot of airtime, that is bad, because falling and going upwards and going downwards is quite slow when most of the game is horizontal. So yeah, we're in the second lap of Green Hill Zone right now. Again, this is the most difficult track in the game, because there's a lot of turns, a lot of tricky jumps, there's boosters you can try to hit. We missed the same one there again. It's completely fine. We'll just go and get this one here, hopefully get it up on the platform. We did. And off to the second map soon enough. Surfing the ceiling here, trying to get back on the track. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We'll just be hitting the back to checkpoint button That gives an in-game penalty for the time, but that's not too bad since we calculate on real time anyway. Now, there's a little speed tag there. If you blinked, you missed it. You can press the ready for the next map button before selecting the next map. So then the timer kind of ticks down a little bit while you do the rest of the stuff. So onwards to here, we're going to be trying to get this little ramp on the right side to hit the ceiling. Because over here we need to go downwards and we can convert our momentum kind of into downward momentum. And over here is our first little skip that we're going to do, because we're going to hit this and press the reset button, turn around and jump over part of the map. So there's an entire turn and a couple of jumps that we can just skip. We don't need that because the next checkpoint is over here anyway. So, yes, as people may have noticed on the bottom right, you can see that we are going many fasts per hour. That is just how the game calculates our speed. How many fasts? Many. There is another setting you can turn on, which converts it to light speeds per hour, which is the Imperial system. But I've got it set to the metric system, which is fasts per hour, which is just very, very good and fun. On this part of the map, there is a bouncing strat you can do on the inner side over the lava, but fall down in the lava and you could reset to the last checkpoint, so it's not a very safe strat to do. Anyway, if the host has anything to say, we're going up on the second lap of the map here. So feel free to mention something.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to mention the fact that we would like to thank BSG for supporting this marathon. They hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands, and they have supported UKSG from the beginning by spreading the word and providing us with a channel to stream on in past sessions, amongst other things. Their next event is coming soon, and it is streamed on this very channel, so you won't need to go very far to watch it. Back over to you, Chair.
Awesome. So we are going to come up on this loop again. I got a very good landing after that skip there, which is always great. You also may have noticed that I turn my camera in wild directions sometimes. That is because with the camera settings that I got going on, I can use free mouse control to go forward. That's a bit of a problem there. Getting a few unfortunate bounces here. Again, the physics of this game is like too precise for its own good, which makes for interesting. Oh, see if we can do this then. There we go. That's one of those strats that I did not intend to do, but again, physics be weird. We're coming up on the finish for the checkpoint there. And then we're heading into the Ice Mountain, which is a difficult map for some very silly reasons. It is the only vertical map in the game. It's very vertical. And there's a few things that I'm going to try to hit to make up for some time, but I once had such a godlike run on this map that I've never been able to replicate it, so even on my timer, I usually already see when things are going the wrong way quite quickly here. So here's a difficult part. We want to try and bounce in between here. If you do it right, you can kind of navigate this little S-turn here and go further down. Now over here there's a couple of strats how you can tackle this corner. I try to do it like this, but every now and then you'll land down first, and so I just loop back around upwards and fling myself over. So up we go. Now this is the regular category of the game, the main focus category. There seems to be mostly runners who do single map runs nowadays, but there of course is also the 3 laps run, which is just more of the same. And there's the oddball category. After the run I'll probably show quickly the oddballs that exist in the game. since there are some characters that have different body shapes and therefore behave differently. For instance, you got Metal Sonic, who is a cube. And yes, the physics behave like a cube. So that one would go in the oddball category. People mostly for that category play Charmy B, since Charmy B is smaller than the other characters. This might be a difficult one. Yeah, okay, I'll show you the backup strat here. And along with being smaller, Charmy also jumps like 3 times as high as the other characters. So here's the backup that I use to just fling yourself over this area and up the mountain. So we're gonna be heading into Dusty Desert soon enough. So let's see. We'll have this. Alright. So, Dusty Desert. Oh, hold on. Selected the wrong map accidentally. Alright, let's go. Dusty Desert is the most flat open map in the game, but along with that, it allows us to go very, very fast. I'm going to be explaining a few things on the way, like for instance you want to go right into this bonk to get a good turnaround and retain your speed the right way. In that canyon there's got to be a couple of difficult jumps, and later on there's a very important bonk coming up. We'll see that once we get there. But this is the map that really shows you how fast the game allows you to be. As you can see, we're already inching over like 200 fasts an hour. See if I can get this jump here right. Yeah, we might be needing to go for the slightly slower strats here because I did not quite get the momentum right. Yep. So the idea is to jump over that cliff and use the wall on the other side to kind of launch yourself in the right direction. Now this is the big stretch where we're going to go very, very, very fast indeed. This is a nice open stretch. You can see we hit 230 fasts an hour. We're going to be going all the way to 250 fasts an hour. Oh, we hit the 260 fasts an hour. 280, 300 fasts an hour, and then we have to bonk into this wall to kill all of our fasts. Because that was too fast for us to handle. That bonk is actually super necessary. Because if you keep going fast and you try to turn around, you'll just be going so incredibly fast and you'll just fling off into the distance, into the desert, wasting like, I don't know, 10, 20, maybe 30 seconds because you just have to keep your momentum going. And slowing down is just very difficult with that amount of speed. So we're coming up on the second lap, so if the host has anything to say, now would be the perfect time to do so.
Sure thing. I would like to just draw your attention to a few of the donation incentives that we've got coming up. The nearest one we've got is the Darkest Dungeon Shrieker percent run, whereby, I try Crow's own words, starting from a preset loadout to go into the Shrieker mission, I will complete the same mission 4 times simultaneously, that bit's in all caps, literally multiple windows. So if you want to see that, then you still have a couple of runs before you can before that incentive will close. For Pokemon Red, any percent glitchless blindfolded, you get to pick whether the blindfold will be Pikachu or Snorlax. And another incentive has just opened up, by the way, for Batman Arkham City, where you get to pick 2 skins for the runners. So please do donate if you want to get involved in any of those incentives. Back over to you, Chair.
Incredible. Alright, so getting that bonk here again. Not entirely done it right. You can see how bad it can go once you miss that bonk. And that was with most of my momentum killed. Imagine how fast you would fling yourself into the desert if you did not kill any of your momentum there. So we're coming up on the final stage now already. I know, you're gonna miss Sanicball. I'm sure it'll come around one day again. So we're off to what is a Sonic game without Rainbow Road? I don't really know. Slow is not a real word, of course, as we all know. So, this stage is open and spacious, but actually very, very small. So as soon as you kind of know how to navigate the Rainbow Road, you'll be doing just fine, and it'll be a nice and quick run. We got a beautiful, beautiful star to greet us on the way over to this ramp. The ramp is, this is the one place where you can go really fast on this map. At least about a couple hundred fast an hour. And then we just have these weird camera angles that I use to do all that. And you see that loop over there? Yeah, we're just not gonna take that loop. We're gonna turn back around. And we're gonna jump off the ramp here. If I do it right, this should fling us right into the second lap of the game. So this is the final lap, the final stretch, the final frontier. Because, you know, jokes. And we're coming up on this turn again. Our beautiful, friendly star greeting us. Everybody say hello to the star. This is the real star of the show. Big ramp up here again. Jumping up, flying around. Amy Ruse over here. Thank you all for donating for the character Bid War. Always a great fun time to see the character Bid War for a meme game such as this go around. And time is coming up very, very soon. As soon as we hit the checkpoint, that'll be it. We jump off, we fling ourselves over, and time.
GG.
So that is Sanicball, a meme game that I picked up way back when I saw the game ran for another event. By now, I've managed to find myself as third place on the leaderboard, which is incredible and super silly. Good stuff. Just to go over the characters and the oddballs, because it is just too fun to see. We got our good friend Sonic here with a beautiful face. We got Knuckles with an absolutely expertly drawn face. Tails, you know, all the usual suspects. And the one you might not expect to be in the normal category is this one. This is Vector. He just rolls around like a normal ball. Everybody can see this is the shape of a normal ball. So Vector is great. But there's also Big, who's very big and barely jumps. There is Eggman, who is an egg and has egg physics. You got Chermy, who jumps real high and is very small. So that's the de facto character for the oddball category. Here you got Metal Sonic, one of my favorites. Yeah, he's a cube. He's great. And the one unique category, Super Sonic, who doesn't stop accelerating. That sounds about as crazy as it gets. If you ever want to see this game where somebody barely touches the ground, watch the hyperspeed category. Anyway, that was Sonic Ball for me. If you all enjoy my vibes, my memes, follow me on Twitch. Just KillerChair on Twitch. I got a channel point thing where you can make me interrupt whatever I'm doing and play around the Sonic Ball. So I don't know if that's something you find fun. Come on over, and yeah, that'll be it for me.
Well, GG's again, KillerChair. Thank you also for showing us all of the Sanicball crew right at the end there. That's pretty much how I see all the Sonic characters after a night out. Thank you very much for the run, and we are now going to have an interval, but after the interval, we will be having a board game for you, albeit in digital form. We're going to have Tricro and the Xterra, doing a race on the board game of Root in the classic Irie style. So stretch your legs, hydrate, and come back very shortly for that.